Okay, we're going live a third time. Hopefully, this time things will not go bad. Alright, you're back. I am. I'm back. You're back. I am. Yes. I should have known not to do my live stream on my old phone. But I did it on my old phone. So that was on me. Because that heated up so quickly. So I'm probably only going to be live for like another 10-ish minutes or so. Because I definitely don't want this phone to like do anything weird. But I'm back. So I'll give it a little bit of time for everybody else from the other one to come back in. But let's see. Yeah. Let's talk about your car. Well, that's another thing that probably hurt my previous 2 live streams that were in the car. Yeah. We'll talk about the car in a second. But yeah, I was on my other phone doing the live stream and it's, oh, now it wants to be alive, right? But it told me like, oh, it's too hot. Wait for your phone to cool down before you can use it again. So it's super hot. So we're gonna let it cool down. We're gonna let it cool down. Cool down. But yes. In a second, we'll go ahead and talk about the phone. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll do it in a second. Just waiting for everybody else to come on in. But yeah. Very sad that happened to my phone. Okay. You ready? Okay. I think we're good. It's been about like almost 3 minutes. So yeah, I think we're good. Do you want to talk about my car? Yeah, let's talk about my car. So, I bought my car at the start of this month, and I'm very upset. I'm very upset, you guys. So, for everyone who was not on my previous live stream, my previous live stream, so I bought a car. My first car ever, and tomorrow will be 1 week exactly until, let's see, it'll be the 1 week anniversary of when somebody hit my car. My brand new car hit. So I can't even drive my car anymore. Yeah, like it's that bad. It was hit that bad. And I mean, you guys will see when I end up editing the vlog, obviously, of buying the car. And then I had a really nice like 2-3 weeks with the car, and I drove around as much as possible, filming on lots of places. But now we are carless. Kind of. We got the car. I just need to get it fixed. Whenever that will be. So, yeah. But, what did I get? This car wasn't even on my radar. Like, as you guys know, I've been talking about buying a car for a long time. And, I was always like, I'm gonna get the Fiat Mini 500, like a Mini Cooper, something like that. That's not what I got. That's not what I got. I ended up getting a Chevy Cruze. I bought a Chevy Cruze. So, yeah, it was not on my radar whatsoever. Not at all. But we're here now, and that's it. But yeah, no, I miss my car, even though I'm in my car. But like, I miss the car, driving it around. it's been like honestly really frustrating waiting for like insurance and all the calls, and then it's frustrating, but I'm just crossing my fingers that I can get it fixed within like, I don't know, a week or two. Yeah. But that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. You can cruise your cruise. That's true. That is true. I was cruising around a lot. Like really, I filmed a lot of videos. So I will definitely be excited to like edit those videos and put them out. I was basically traveling almost every single day since I bought the car. Because there's like this little series that I want to do where I explore California with you guys. So I've been like going around kind of filming a little bit of that. So I'm excited for those videos to come out. But then after that, there's going to be a huge break between when my car got hit and then whenever I eventually end up getting it fixed. So yeah. How many kids do you have? None. None. I have none. What? None. I have no kids. Would I like kids in the future? Sure. But no kids right now. Yeah. My bad, you're not married. No, definitely not married either. Definitely not. Yeah. No kids, not married, no boyfriend, none of that. Yeah. Yeah. None of that. That's okay. Anyways, what's my age? I'm 23. I'm 23. So, I'm not in a rush to get any of that done anytime soon. No. Definitely focused on me right now for a while, so yeah. Anyways, let's change topic. So, yeah, like I was saying, I am going to probably only be on for like another 5 minutes or so because my old phone kept on crashing on me. But again, that's my fault for even using my old phone for the last 2 live streams. So now we're just going to be doing it on my new phone, which that's another video. Somebody asked me 2 live streams ago, any fun videos? That's another fun video I have coming out. I bought a new phone. So I got a new phone, I got a car, all of that. So that's another video. I totally forgot about that one, but you look awesome. Thank you. I think it's the way the sun's hitting me right now. Like the sun is literally hitting me between this little crevice right here between the opening of my door. So it's giving me like this nice little light on me. So yeah, thank you. What do I do for a living? YouTube? No. YouTube is a side job, which, I mean, I would love for it to become my full-time job. That has always definitely been a dream of mine. But no, I have a job. And I already finished college last year. So I have my bachelor's and I might be going back for my master's next year. So yeah, no, I work, I have a job, and I do YouTube on top of that. So yeah. Have I watched Stranger Things? Yeah. Yes, I have. I binge watched all of season 5 right when it came out yesterday at 5. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised by what happened. I honestly I'm not gonna say anything because for anyone who hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say that what happened in season 5 so far didn't surprise me. Like, that was something that I had been thinking about for a long time. My sister and I, we've had this theory for a while. Again, I'm not gonna spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it. But yeah, what happened didn't surprise me. I thought it was good. I do think the episodes this season, well, I mean, like the first 4 episodes was very slow, but I did like it. I liked it, so I'm just hoping it's gonna pick up a little bit in pace once part 2 comes out, which that's Christmas, the 25th, so hoping it's just gonna pick up a little bit more. But I like it. I like where we're going, but I saw this coming. Do you need a recap? Do you need... So at the beginning of season 5, they give you a recap. Like the first, 5 minutes or so, they do a little recap of the previous seasons. So, I mean, that's really quick. So if you need more in depth, obviously go back. But they give you a recap, and then the first actual, like, 5 minutes, so before the credits start and everything, like Stranger Things 5 and all that, it does do like a flashback to how we started in season 1. And that scene will kind of connect it to what happens in season 5, the first 4 episodes. So you don't need to go back and watch everything again, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to go back and like really pay attention while you're rewatching the episodes. So that's my little review without spoiling literally anything, because I don't want to spoil anything. But it was good. It was good. I just sat there for like 4 hours, because every episode so far has been an hour. So I sat there for 4 hours, watched the whole thing, and I liked it. There's a couple things that I wish were a bit different, I'm not gonna lie. Specifically what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's just the way that they created groups. So, you know, like they'll pair up these people together, and then they'll have most of their scenes together, and this group together, and they'll have most of their scenes together. That was something I was a little bit like about, because I saw, well, let me see, 1, 2, they split them up into 3 groups. They split them up into 3 groups. Well, I guess 4 groups. It starts off with 3 groups, and then it goes on to 4 groups. I didn't really like the dynamics necessarily. I would have preferred different people be put together, but it's okay. But yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say about Stranger Things. So that's where I'm gonna stop there, because I don't want to spoil anything. I hate when people spoil things, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't end up doing that. So let me see. Let me check the chat. Let's see. I do keep seeing, I don't know who that is, but like your comment keeps popping up and then it disappears. I don't know if that's like on my end only or something, but there, it happened again. I don't know who that is, but your comment pops up and then it disappears. Let's see. Oh, it's Jasmine? Yeah, her comment keeps disappearing. I see her name pop up and then it goes away. Well, Jasmine, I see your comment pop up, but then it goes away. So, sorry about that. You're seeing top chat change it to live chat to see. Oh. Alright, let me see. Yes! There you go, thank you. There's her comments. I see stuff. Okay, there you go, Jasmine. I see you. Thank you. Again, we're still slowly learning everything, but hopefully in time we'll perfect it so I can take this on the road and go live in the parks and stuff like that. Thank you again. Yes. Okay, yeah, it was Jasmine. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I see you. Okay, I see you. Hi, how are you? Well, we're definitely going a little bit longer than I thought it was, and that's totally fine because it looks like we're chilling on my new phone. My new phone seems to be handling it pretty well. So, we'll just keep going until, I don't know, it crashes or something. Hopefully it doesn't do that though. Alright, so, let's see. Well, Jasmine, you were saying you want to talk about Disney stuff, so what Disney stuff do you want to talk about? Was I talking about Disney stuff when my last live stream crashed? I feel like I was, I just don't remember what I was talking about. So if you remember, let me know. But, let's see. I'm in my car, like I told you guys, and it's just funny because like I'm just out here in my wrecked car, and people just keep walking by, and they're all staring at me in the car like, what is she doing? I'm live streaming. Let's see. Okay. When do I plan to go to Disney World again? Well, that depends. It depends on a couple of factors. It depends on a couple of factors. So right now, I had planned to actually go in January, February. That's not happening anymore. My current plan is most likely August, and there's a reason for that. You guys will see that in the vlog. A lot more context. We'll go a lot more into depth and context once you guys see all of the vlogs. Trust me, there's a vlog coming out today, you guys, so keep your eyes peeled. I am going to be posting today. After I get off live, I will be posting a vlog, and then I will be posting a short. Tomorrow I'll also be posting, so I'm posting I think every day for the next couple of days, because it's like a holiday weekend, and I'm like, hey, people are gonna be home, you know, they're gonna want to watch stuff, so I'm gonna post. But August most likely is when I would be going back to Disney World, and that's for a reason. I'm not gonna go for like vacation. I'm actually going for like a reason. But because of the whole car incident, I don't know. So it really depends on the car. So whatever happens with my car is going to determine when I go back to Disney World. So that's where we're at with that. I'm so jealous you have sunlight right now. We're in the dark on the east. Are you in Florida? Are you in Florida? It is very nice that we have the sun right now. It is very nice. Man, I can't tell you guys how much I've missed the California weather. I've missed it dearly. And since I've gotten back home, since August, I've just been chilling. I have been so happy. I don't have to deal with the humidity, the crazy random rainstorms. None of that. The weird, there's so much about Florida that like I don't miss, and one of the things is the weather. I don't miss the weather. You're in Virginia? Okay. 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 Same time zone as Florida, so yeah. Yeah. It gets dark here right now because we obviously had the daylight savings. Around 6 is when it gets dark here. So that is roughly when it starts to get dark. And then it's like actually dark, 6:30. Yeah. So that's like when it actually gets dark out here, 6:30. But I do miss having the sun out for long periods of time. Is 6 o'clock there? Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Right. Let's see. What did I think about Wicked? Well, if you saw, I guess you saw my like really quick review when I left the theater, right? After the YouTube event. I said it was good. I like it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Wicked for good. It's just I did kind of grow up on Wicked. Not like the Broadway musical, but I grew up on Glee. And like every single episode, they were singing a different song from Wicked. So for me, Wicked is like, you know what I mean? Like those songs, I love them. My mom is a huge Wicked head. Like she loves Wicked. So yeah. But what did I think about it? Yeah, my review was really quick after leaving the theater. I liked it. Personally, I think I prefer it to part 1 because I like the darker tone. I liked the darker tone, and this is where I'm kind of like up in the air about it. I know what you guys are about to say about this. That's not what I was thinking until I saw myself doing that. But anyways, I like the darker tone, and it's kind of like conflicting because I really enjoy musicals, and I love it when a movie has a lot of music, but I did prefer that there was less singing. I did like it, but that's because that's how this storyline goes. That is how the plot for Good goes. It's not as dependent on that. Like there's an actual story that they need to carry out, you know, because they have to tie it in as best as they can to the Wizard of Oz. So like they don't have as much time at, you know, Act 1 was more about the actual backstory, and then Act 2 is, you know, weaving it in. But yeah, part 1 definitely had the better music. I will agree with that. Part 2 was not as strong in that department. But there's also like a lot of plot holes, or just there's certain storylines that aren't as strong as they should be. And it makes the story kind of, it makes it weak. For one, I understand. I mean, I saw it. It was clear as day in Wicked that Fiyero and Elphaba were going to get together. It's just that when you actually see it play out in For Good, I just don't feel like it comes together as they had hoped it would. It kind of feels rushed, and it feels forced in a way, because yes, obviously that's what happens in the play, that's what happens and all of that, but it just feels so like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of came out of, it didn't come out of nowhere, but that's also how it feels. Like, it came out of nowhere. It was really rushed. They said they're making sequels. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. I don't know how I feel about it, though. I will say I'm kind of I have Wicked fatigue right now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have definitely felt very... I'm getting parts. I need to open this water. I have felt very conflicted about Wicked because of Ariana Grande. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a sip. I'm conflicted about continuing. And I mean, I'm just conflicted about the 2 movies already. Because when Wicked came out, it was, what, November of last year. When I saw that movie, I was very sick. We all know. I was very sick. And when I saw her on the screen, it triggered me. And it was part of the reason why I did start recovering. And then, sorry, this has nothing to do with like the actual plot of the movie, but I'm just want to share this. And then this week when I went to the YouTube event for Wicked for Good, I saw her on screen and I kind of wanted to leave, but I couldn't because I was there. I was being hosted by YouTube. I had to be professional. But like, I saw her and I won't lie, I was very triggered. I was very triggered with how she looks, and it made me like really sad. I don't want to say too much, also because YouTube will strike down videos and lives for anything. But what I will say is that I hope she gets better. She's a lovely person. She's a lovely soul. She's so talented. I hope she gets better. But yeah, those movies really triggered me. So if they do more and like she's in them, I don't know if I can go and see those movies, you know? Because it was just so triggering. But I know that they are releasing a Glinda prequel book, which will go into Glinda's life before Shiz and all of that, which will be interesting. Obviously, that's a book. It's not a movie. It's not an adaptation or anything. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah. Okay, I'm behind on chat. I'm sorry. I was rambling. I ramble a lot. I'm trying to catch up. I liked it, but Defying Gravity is such a strong ending. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's definitely where I'm stuck on, because I know it's controversial to say that I like part 2, I like For Good better, but I just wish it had the same level of music as Wicked did, because Wicked was amazing. Wicked was like, I don't think there was one bad song on that in the first movie. I don't think there was one bad. Well, this is also a controversial take for me. I don't personally love Fiero's song. I think Jonathan Bailey's amazing, but I just didn't really love his song. But besides that, I don't think there was a single bad song. There were some songs that were definitely not that strong in Wicked for Good. So, I don't know, they were both good though. They were both good. Yeah. They were both good. And then, how do you pull it off if they think A is dead? If they think Elphaba is dead? Well, I do know what comes after, which is, I do know the books. And I do know that Fiyero and Elphaba do have a child. Although, the books are also really messy, which is very confusing. Because I read the books, and I was so confused. Because Fiyero, let's remember, they're all like young when they go to Shiz. They're all like college age, like early college age. So like ranging from like 18 to like 24 or something like that. In the books, Fiyero is married. And then he goes to Shiz. And then he cheats on his wife with Glinda. But then he switches up on Glinda and's like, I don't want you, I want Elphaba. So then he cheats on his wife twice. And then he's like banished in a sense because he can't return, right? But then he's supposed to return to take over as like president of, what is it called? Emerald City? Or of Oz, I guess? Of Oz. He then takes over from Glinda, who was put as interim president, and becomes the actual president after the wizard leaves. But then, yeah, it's messy. It gets even messier because then after that, he's in office as the Scarecrow, by the way. He gets assassinated, but he left Elphaba to like come and be the president, and Elphaba got pregnant after the first, so like what we saw in the movie is like what she gets pregnant off of. And then he's president, he gets assassinated, and then Elphaba was so depressed she went into a coma, and then the baby was born, and she doesn't even believe that kid is hers. She doesn't even know who this kid is. It's all messy. The story is really messy. So I agree with you. I don't know how they would continue going on with sequels and then all of that. Yeah, I don't think we need those sequels either. I don't think so. And then to top that all off, Elphaba dies pretty early on in the sequel, which is called literally Son of a Witch. And then the story follows that kid who is supposed, like, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. It's something we don't need. I agree. It's something we don't need. So I don't know why they would continue going on with those. I don't know. But if I was Universal, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're tapped out. We're good. We made enough. We did the 2 movies. We're good. No more. I think we can tap out right there. Although, this is controversial. You can remake The Wizard of Oz. I know everybody, it's a classic, but you can remake it if you want to, you know, since you have all these other actresses and actors who are portraying the characters now, you can do that. But I think continuing on, it's just too much. It's too messy. It doesn't make sense. It's a cash grab at that point, I think. Which is kind of how I feel about Toy Story, by the way, everybody. Completely different franchise. We're completely going in a different direction. We should have stopped at number 3. We should have stopped at Toy Story 3. We didn't need 4, and now number 5 is coming. I don't know what we're doing here. So that was a totally different franchise, but that's just how I feel. Yeah. This is fun. I like this. I like this. I should go live more often. This is fun. We don't need any more Frozen. I agree. I agree. I don't think we need any more. We didn't even need number 2. If I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't need number 2. I've mentioned it many times in my videos. Number 2 is a good movie. If it's a standalone movie. If Frozen didn't exist and then you came out with Frozen 2, like Frozen 2, but like Frozen was like, let's call that Frozen. Okay, that's good. But then when you put them together, number 1 and number 2, the storyline just, it doesn't go together. I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just, I think putting them together, it doesn't make sense. That's just me though. I like Lost in the Woods too. I like Lost in the Woods too. I was stared at. So I went to Wilderness Lodge, and when I was in the like woods area, I remember I was singing I'm Lost in the Woods. And it was so funny because like genuinely I was kind of actually like lost in the woods of the Wilderness Lodge area, because I was like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I'm just in these tall trees and like all this stuff. I don't know where I am. And then that's when I finally made it to like the dock, and everybody was like, what are you doing? It's like, I was lost in the woods. I was lost in the woods. What? No, I feel like Lost in the Woods. Wilderness Lodge was the first video I saw of yours. Was it really? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. That week when I filmed the Wilderness Lodge, that week was such a crazy week. That was a crazy week because I was trying to film as much as possible, get as many resorts done. And that week I did what? Wilderness Lodge. I think I did Yacht and Beach Club. I did the Grand Floridian. I did so many resort tours, but Wilderness Lodge was like my favorite out of all of those that I did. Wilderness Lodge was one of my favorite resorts because it reminds me a lot of the Grand Californian here at Disneyland, and I loved it. I loved it. So I kind of felt like home away from home, and I really enjoyed Wilderness Lodge. Wilderness Lodge was fun. Yeah. If I go back to Disney World soonish, I would love to go and stay there, because I have stayed at the Grand Californian and I loved it. So I'd like to see, you know, how that compares to Wilderness Lodge. Yes, the Riviera. That's my favorite resort. I miss the Riviera so much. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The Riviera was fantastic. Are you gonna be staying at the Riviera? That's amazing. Definitely enjoy. I went there a lot, and I didn't film every single time that I was there. So, like, I explored a lot more than what I showed on video. But there's so many amazing nooks and crannies and like little tips, little tricks, all these things about the Riviera. You're gonna have a great time. It's truly an amazing resort, and I think Disney really knocked it out of the park with that one. Grandestino. Oh my gosh. Wait, you're literally living the life. You're going to all the good things. Oh my gosh. Wait, so you're staying at Coronado then as well? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Oh, so you went to, oh my gosh. I'm forgetting what it's called. But I know that the character dining's on the top of the Riviera. Topolino Terrace? I think that's what it's called. You went there. That was something I was gonna do. Yes. All your friends a vlogger and a traveler. There you go. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now that's really handy though, because like they know their stuff. So with them, you can definitely plan everything out and it's a lot easier. Topolino was great. Yes. Yeah. I bet. I was gonna go there. My last week in the DCP, I was supposed to go to Topolino Terrace, and then plans fizzled out. Because I was gonna go with my friends. Things fizzled out. It's okay. Things happen. I did end up doing some other things that I wanted to do, obviously, my last week, but it's definitely on my list when I go back. There's lots of things on my list for when I go back to Disney World, but staying at the Riviera is one. Coronado's another one. Those are the two that I really want to stay at. The other ones, like, I'll think about it. But those are the two that I really want to stay at, and then Topolino's on my list for sure. It's on my list. But the cruise will be like 150 group. I have a question actually. I think I know the cruise that you might be talking about because I have a friend who's also a vlogger. Her name's Adriana. And she is, I don't know if you've seen her, but she does food videos with like Delish. She doesn't, right now they're on like a hiatus. But I remember there was some like trip she was doing on a Disney cruise. I guess it was the Destiny or something. For 2026, it was like with David's something. I remember she was partnering with them. But I feel like that might be the cruise that you're going on. And it might be her cruise as well. I was going to go on her, if that's the same one, I was going to go on that one. But I ended up deciding to do something else. So, yes, that's her. That is her. That is her. Yep, she's going on that cruise. That is her cruise. I recognize the name, but I can't put a face to the name. But I think I know who they are. I recognize the name. Yeah, just the face is not coming to mind. Okay, well, have fun. That's gonna be a really fun cruise. Any cruise is fun, so definitely enjoy yourself. Yeah, definitely enjoy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. DCA, California Adventure. I hope. Again, it's all dependent on the car. I'm so upset about what happened to my car, you guys. I'm so mad. Like, I haven't even had this car for a month. But it's all dependent on the car. So the thing is, I'm kind of conflicted on whether I should buy, okay car, on whether I should buy a Magic Key or not. Let's just say there's a chance I could be working for Disney corporate, and because of that, I would get free park access, so I don't have to buy a Magic Key. But if I don't get it, then I would buy the magic key. But yeah, I don't have my magic key anymore, because that was something my mom was buying, and she's not buying that for me anymore. So I'm without a magic key at the moment. But when I do go back to Disneyland, I'm not going to Disneyland. I'm going to DCA. Everybody knows that's my favorite park of all time. So I'm looking forward to going back. Definitely hoping this year, because I want to go to the festival, Festival of the Holidays. So I'm really hoping this year. And you guys don't know this. You guys will see. But I like how people are just, they're just driving by, walking by, making sounds, like making faces at me in the car, live streaming. Okay. Anyways. Oh shoot, where was I? Oh, you guys don't know. But you'll see it when you see the shorts, because I post shorts almost every day. But I'm currently on a break from doing food reviews. So everything you see was recorded like a while ago. Like lots of the shorts that you're seeing right now were things like I recorded in September and stuff. And then I haven't done like a food review in a week, a little bit more than a week, but I'm currently on a break right now because I am on a weight loss journey again, but a healthy one this time, not a bad one, not a restrictive like how it was before. A healthy one. But my plan is to go to DCA to do food reviews for Festival of the Holidays and all of that, so we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah. Let me see. No, there's no prestige pass here. We don't have passes anymore. We haven't had annual passes since COVID. We replaced the annual passes with the new annual pass system, which we call the keys, the magic keys. So they're like the Inspire, the Believe, the Dream Key. That's what we call them. But I know what you're talking about, because I used to have an annual pass. I don't remember what mine was called though. But there's dogs behind me. There's dogs in the car behind me. Okay. Well, hello dogs. But we don't have those anymore. They're not magic keys. I think mine was it was either the Inspire or the Imagine. Whatever the top key was. That's the one that I had before my mom canceled my key. So that's the one that I would buy, or the SoCal one, when I get my magic key. So yeah. Yep. But yeah, DCA hopefully, definitely later this year. Later this year for sure. So yeah. Any other questions you have for me, guys? Is it hot or cold over there? It's fresh. I say it's fresh. I think today we had a high of maybe 78, almost like 80, I think, or maybe it was 80. But it's not cold. It's not cold at all. my car door is open, as you can see. My car door is open. Because it's hot in here. But no, it's fresh. It's nice out here. It's nice. It's nice out here. Let's see. Okay, my phone is holding up well, which is good. Because I would like to know, like, if my phone will last if I take it to the park. So this phone, my new phone, which, again, the video will come out soon-ish, seems to be holding up. Let's see, what is that? Looking forward to Cali videos when you're able to. So I have I have a lot. So I have one coming out today. I'm gonna say around like the 5-6 o'clock hour, like normal, and then I have another one tomorrow. So today's vlog that's coming out is gonna be my last August video, and it is from here. It's from Cali. Well, obviously every video from now on is from Cali, but we have today will be my last video that I filmed in August. Tomorrow's video will be the first one that I filmed in September. And then we filmed a couple of September videos, and then October, I don't remember if I filmed a lot in October. I know I have vlogs, obviously. Oh well, I bought my new phone in October, so that will be coming soon. So we got that. And then November, when I bought the car, I filmed a lot. So you guys will see. You guys will see. There's a lot that I filmed so far with November. So I'm looking forward to the Cali videos too. Hopefully my car will get fixed this year. And if so, then we're going to be doing a lot of Cali videos. Because something that I've always wanted to do, which I kind of touched on a little bit before I went to Florida for the DCP, was showing you different parts of SoCal. That was something that I really wanted to do, and that's what I kind of started doing in college, because obviously I went to UCI, so I was in Orange County, not in LA. So I was kind of exploring around Orange County, which is something that I've never really done, and I was able to do it while I was in college, so that was nice. So I want to get back to doing that now that I have a car. And because I'm by myself, I'm not with my mom or anything. Like, whenever I was doing videos with before, I always held back because my mom was not, she didn't approve of my channel. She never did, never has, never will. So whenever we would do trips, you know, anywhere, I was kind of filming in secret where she couldn't see, and my sister was helping me with that. She was like, don't worry, I got you, like, you won't be caught, I'll distract her. That's what I had to do for my Hawaii videos. When I went to Hawaii for winter break, I had to like record in secret, so it was a bit hard to film when I was in Hawaii, but I was able to do it. But yeah, now that I'm, you know, grown up, I'm an adult, it's just me. I am excited to see what I can do now. And we're doing Vlogmas. We are doing Vlogmas, everybody. We are doing Vlogmas this year. So it'll be year 2 of Vlogmas. And I'm so excited. Last year, obviously, Vlogmas was traumatizing. And as you guys may or may not have noticed, I have taken down all of Vlogmas from last year. Because I was looking back on the videos and they were traumatizing me and triggering me, and I was like, wow, well, I don't want other people to be traumatized and triggered, and I don't want me looking like that to be out there. Because Vlogmas was my worst. So I took down almost every video of Vlogmas from last year. I think I left up like 3 or 4 because they were more positive, and I left those up, I think. But we're doing Vlogmas this year. And now that we got the car, which again, hopefully it gets fixed by next week, for Vlogmas, that's what we're gonna do. So, excited to do Vlogmas and see what I can do. But yeah. And then, how am I doing mentally with my ED? I mean, a lot of people have been asking on my videos, specifically like my shorts when I post, because my videos on my channel aren't really like food focused. My shorts on the channel are. So the shorts that I create are a lot of food reviews and checking out different food spots and all of that. And the reason it's like that is because I started making food reviews early on in my recovery, and it made me feel more comfortable filming myself eat, because it made it feel like I wasn't doing anything wrong, if you understand what I mean. Because without the camera there, I was like, well, I don't need to eat. I don't need to, I'm fine. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't need that. But when I started filming food reviews and filming myself with all of that, it made it more of a normal experience, I guess. It made eating more normal for me, and it's like, oh yeah, like I'm just a normal person, I'm enjoying this, let's do a food review, let's make it fun. Like, I tried to make it as fun, I guess, as possible for me in my head, and it did. But now it kind of hurts a little, because now I feel like I have this pressure on me to film food reviews, which is why I'm taking a break from filming food reviews. I haven't filmed again in like a week and a half, and I felt a little bit calmer right now, so I like that I'm taking a break. But how am I doing mentally? Okay, I could be doing a lot better, but I've kind of just accepted that it's going to be something that I'm going to kind of struggle with for the rest of my life. I'll have my ups, I'll have my downs, I'll have my periods of calmness where I don't have thoughts from the positive or the negative, so I'm just living. And then I'll have, you know, different times where I feel awful, you know, I feel bad. I'm gonna close the door. I'll have, you know, times where I feel like just the worst. And then I'll have times where I'll feel perfect, you know? I think that's just the reality of living with an ED, unfortunately. And I don't know if I can say that I'll ever be like fully recovered, you know? I'll never be who I was before. That is true. I will never be like the person who I was before, who, you know, had no issues and just lived carefree. I'm not gonna be like that. But I just know that I am, okay, I'm gonna open the door back again. But I am putting in effort every day to make sure that I'm treating myself the best that I can in this period in time, you know? So that's how I'm doing mentally. Right now, mentally, I'm okay. Like, this week I'm fine. Not doing too bad, I guess I would say. You know, especially with like all the talk around Thanksgiving and everything today. Because it's not a holiday we celebrate. You know, we're Mexican. This isn't something we would celebrate. So today's not like a special day. It's just like, oh, it's like a day that I don't go to work, you know? But like with everybody else's talks around like Thanksgiving, it has like been a little bit annoying, you know? Because obviously Thanksgiving's all about like food and coming together around food and all. That has been a little bit annoying, but besides that, I'm okay this week. Last week, I was okay-ish until I saw Wicked, and then I kind of had like 2 or 3 days where I was like, you know, as Cynthia, like that. But other than that, honestly, not too bad right now. I'm just living. So, yeah. Right now we're doing okay. It can't rain all the time. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. See? Right now we're okay. Right now we're doing fine. So, yeah. Wow, I've been live for over an hour. Yay! Thank goodness. It looks like this is the phone to go with for future live streams. So that's good to hear. That is good to see. So my phone will definitely last at Disneyland and stuff like that. So, beautiful. Beautiful. Honestly, I'm in no rush to go anywhere. So as long as you guys want to stay here with me and talk, I will stay here and talk with you. I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time. Yeah. So, just checking up on chat, making sure I'm caught up. I think we're caught up. So if you guys have any other questions or any other topics you guys want to talk about while we're here, let me know. So, yeah. Stay forever. I will stay as long as my phone doesn't die. And it's holding up pretty good. It's holding up like pretty good. I got it like, okay, so I mentioned it, but I got a new phone and it's in the vlogs that are coming out soon. But I bought a new phone. It's a new iPhone. Okay, where are all these cars coming from? Oh, I guess we are getting close to like when you would start Thanksgiving dinner, right? So like all of these cars are pulling up and I'm like, but everybody's getting ready for oh, I'm getting texts from people. Oh no. Guys, my family's texting me, so I might have to actually end a little bit sooner than I thought. My car door. Don't worry. I'm not leaving yet. We still got time. Maybe like another 20 minutes or so. But apparently family is coming over. They're visiting from Mexico. Yeah, they're crossing the border and they're coming this week. So I'm hoping they'll fix my car, or help fix my car. But apparently they're supposed to be here for dinner. I'm surprised. I didn't know. I thought they were going to be here tomorrow. Anyways, back to the story that I was saying. I bought my new phone because, little backstory. So as you guys all know, I went to Florida for my DCP. My mom canceled my phone plan, and then my grandparents, they bought me a brand new phone. And then they sent that phone to me in the mail, and then I got a new phone plan on the phone that they sent me. And I will answer your question about the pins in a second. Long story short, I lost my phone on the bus when I was going home after work. So because of that, we tried to first make this phone, my iPhone 11 Pro Max, my new phone, but then they were like, it's locked, we can't do it. So I went and bought a whole new phone. I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it was like pre-owned, certified used, so it was cheaper that way. So I bought it, and then I realized that the battery was dying fast. Like, the battery was dying so fast. So I took it to the Apple store, and then on the new phone that I just bought, I replaced the phone battery. And I was like, are you serious? I should have just bought a brand new phone. But I'm stubborn, so I ended up replacing the battery on the phone that I just bought. So, because of that, we have a phone with a pretty good battery, which is lasting super long. It's only gone down like 10% in the hour and a half. No, not hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half that I've been live, because we had the 2 previous live streams. Oh no, that was on this phone. Either way, it's been good. So, that's what I was trying to say. Now, your question about the pins. No. My pins are lost forever. They are lost forever. Although I do have something. So, what happened was, my pins were stolen from my locker at work so I was at Disney Springs, and I was working the mobility, so like the wheelchairs. Yes, a cast member took them from my locker. So I was working the wheelchairs and the strollers, so our lockers are in the store Ever After, so we shared the lockers with Ever After. So my stuff was in there, and again, the one day that I never put a lock on my locker, and obviously I wasn't there because the lockers are in the stock room of Ever After as well, so I was never there. The only time I would come over to my locker to see my stuff is when I'm on break. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go on break. That's it. So I only saw my locker once, and then boom, it was gone. Yeah, somebody snatched it. I put in a report and everything. They told me that there's nothing that they can do because the cameras weren't pointed towards the lockers, because the cameras were pointed at the stock, the shirts, the blind boxes, the build your own headband stock, to make sure that, like, obviously nobody's taking merchandise from the back. So instead of the cameras being on the lockers, they were on the merch. So because of that, they told me that there's nothing that they can do. I mean, they'll look, see what they can do, but there's like nothing that they can do. And I told them, like, that doesn't make any sense, because okay, you don't have the cameras facing the lockers. That's fine. But you have cameras in the hallways. You can see who came in and out of the locker room. You know what I mean? Like, you can see who came in and out of the stock. You know who was there in the day. So you can ask the people who were there that day. Question them. You know what I mean? So you know who could have done it. You're just not doing anything about it. So that really upset me. And then, lo and behold, this was so frustrating. Lo and behold, about a month before my DCP ended, I'm part of like a couple DCP groups on Facebook. And in one of them, it's like there's a Facebook group where it is, like, I'm ending my DCP soon. I'm trying to sell stuff. Give me a second. I need some water. But it's like, we want to sell stuff, get rid of like furniture, because like we're moving out of we're finishing the DCP. We got to fly back home. I can't take all of this with me. And one of the posts, like about a month before I finished my DCP, someone posted in that chat, and it was pins. And it was a pin bag. And if you remember, it was my pin bag with my pins in there. And this person was saying, I'm selling all of these. I don't want them anymore. Like, I'm flying home. I can't take these with me. And I had very specific pins in my set, in my pouch. And the person who put those up for sale had like every pin that was in my collection, plus some other ones. But there was some very like easy giveaways that like, I'm pretty sure those are mine, because I had specific Disneyland pins, because I'm from California. I have Disneyland stuff that I would, you know, trade for. I want to trade for Disney. I want to trade for Disneyland pins, and some Disney World pins, but there were certain pins that I had in my pouch that you wouldn't be able to get unless you were from California, and all of that. And then I told my friend, Aiden, and he was like, I'm gonna set up a meeting between me and this girl, and I'm gonna go and get those pins for you. I'm gonna take them. And I was like, how about let's not do that? But let's see if we can try to meet up with this girl. And we never did end up being able to meet up with the girl. So the girl who I think took my pins, that's like gone forever. So my pins are gone. So yeah, but at least not all of my pins were gone. I did have a pin board at home in my apartment, so whatever was there was safe. And then everything that I had bought thereafter were safe. So I do still have a pretty good amount of pins that are safe and they're with me, and I still have a good collection. So there's at least that. So those are good. Yeah. But the ones that are lost they're gone for good. So yeah. You work in security and they can't have cameras on private areas. Only on entrances, exits, or places where money is collected. Yeah, so that made sense to me too. But again, like I was saying, there are cameras in the hallways, and the hallways right there is like where you would enter, exit. So like, we do know who was in the store at the time of well, at least during the hours, because I worked from like 9 to 3. So between the hours of 9 to 3, like, we know who was in the building. You know what I mean? So we could have at least done something with that information, but they never did act on that. So that's where my pin situation comes to an end. Obviously, I've left Florida, so can't go back and get that, but yeah. So that's where we are with that. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Brittany, and welcome to the live. No, I was angry. I was so angry because I was like, this is like a serious thing, you guys. Like, a fellow cast member, whether it be a fellow college program participant or like a full-time part-timer, like, they literally just took like a whole collection from my locker. Like, you just stole from a fellow like cast member. How do you not feel like bad? Or I don't know. So like, I do have my suspicions as well, just in case it wasn't that girl who I saw putting stuff up for sale, because it's also like, yes, it could be that she kind of has a similar set, you know, that she put up for sale. But no, it just made me sad because I was like, I mean, you know what position that I'm in, you know what position, you're like in the same position as me, like, you know, it's not easy to get these pins and lose that much worth of money, especially as like a DCP participant. You don't get paid that, like, it was just really upsetting. And then the fact that like we couldn't do anything about it, my leaders told me like it's not some, there's just, it's a dead end, like all of that. It was just, it was frustrating. It was really frustrating. But I mean, that's what it is. That's where we're at. They're gone. I've kind of just, I accepted it a while ago. So that's where we're at. So yeah. How much does the DCP? So the DCP is different every year. My year, so this year, my contract was $17.87. $17.87 an hour. Yeah. $17.87. I don't know what minimum wage is in Florida, but that is the minimum wage in California. So 1787 is what they pay over there for my contract this year. Next year it's moving up to $18 an hour. So 14 is minimum. So it's above Florida's minimum wage, yeah. But you are in a contract. Most of, so it depends. If you're in the DCP, your paycheck also goes towards your rent. So depending on the room that you have, your rent is going to be different. Yeah. So speaking of which, we're in a contract like that. And yeah, so I would say 70% of your weekly wage goes towards your rent, because we live in apartments that Disney provides for us, Flamingo Crossings. So I swear somebody was just there. Anyways, so yeah, most of your wage, weekly earned wage, will be going towards your rent. And you're scheduled at least 30 hours. Sorry, I saw the comment down there. Is it the girl who took your pins lurking? I don't know. I hope not. If not, she's about to get clocked. We don't work at Disney anymore. You're gonna hear from me. She better not. She's on the live. Is she? She might be. She could be. Somehow she found out where I live. Imagine. That'd be absolutely scary. Man, I gotta catch up on the chat. But yeah, that was what my contract was for this year, $17.87. Next year, the DCP is gonna be $18. Let's see. From St. Louis. Okay, hello. Hello from St. Louis. Well, good night, Brittany. Hope you had a good day today, Brittany. They should have added a DVC contract in there. Yeah, that would have been very nice. That would have been so nice. I would have chosen the Grand Californian. That would be my home resort. It would have been nice. They should have done that. They should have done that. But they did not. So, you know, you're here. You're good today? Nice. Nice, nice. Good to hear. Unlimited free Mickey bars. That'd be nice. I know this is controversial. I don't like Mickey bars. I know. I know. I know. Everybody's gonna be like, you're crazy. I know. I know. I know. But it's just me. The Disneyland Hotel. I love the Disneyland Hotel. But for me, my personal favorite is what is now the Pixar Place Hotel. Before it was the Paradise Pier Hotel. That one was my favorite. That was my favorite hotel. It still is my favorite. I've stayed at it as the Pixar Place Hotel, and I love what they've done. That one was my favorite. But since the remodel, definitely the Grand Californian is my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it. Every time I go in there, I feel like I'm home. There's just something about it. There's just something about it, you know? Something about it that it just makes me feel very comfortable and like I'm fine. I'm okay. There's no need to worry. I love it. Oh, thank you. You have a good day as well. No, there's not. There used to be a DCP in California. They took it away during COVID. So there used to be one and they haven't brought it back because trust me, if they still had it, I would be there. I would have stayed here and done the DCP, but they took it away and it's now only in Florida. And then they have the international exchange DCP in like Japan. Do they offer it in Shanghai? I think they do, but it's just in Florida. Yeah. They took a lot. They did take a lot away from all of us with COVID. I miss FastPass. That's one thing I miss a lot. I wish I could have done the DCP here. Obviously, that's gone. Let me see, what else did they take away? I don't know. I don't think Disney World, because I've been to Disney World twice. One pre-COVID and then one post-COVID. And then my DCP, so I've been there 3 times. And it never happened during my trips, but we would always get lots of free stuff here at Disneyland, like lots of free food. Now we only get free bread, like samples. But we have this like bread tour thing in DCA where you can go in as many times as you want and like get as much free bread as you want. But like they used to have like lots of samples and things like that. They don't do that anymore after COVID. I don't know. There's just like a lot of interactive things that are just not there anymore. You sorry? Screaming you? I'm screaming or you're screaming? There's a dog barking in the back. It could be that. Oh, people. Yeah, I remember because we stayed closed in California much longer than Disney World, obviously. So I would always get my Disney fix by watching Florida live streamers over at Disney World because Disney World was open when we weren't. And it was, yeah, I saw lots of people not wearing masks or just like not complying with like certain measures that were in place. And I was like, okay, I understand why we're not open. Because this is how they are over there in Florida. But again, we are California, so like we are different. But Yeah, I was watching the Florida live streamers and I was like, okay, I can get my Disney fix through them, but I understand why we're closed. I understand why we're not reopening. So, ice cream. I did have a bit of ice cream today. I had a little bit of vanilla ice cream, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, people here are not crazy. Well, I mean, we are crazy. We're just our own type of crazy. But Florida was crazy. Like, I have never the interactions that I had when I was in Florida, the interactions that I had were just one of a kind. Like, I'm honestly kind of speechless with, like, the people. Like, obviously Disney World is different because that's where people from all over the world come together and congregate and, like, they meet each other. But I was like, what is, like, what happened to normalcy? Like, but I got used to it, obviously, because I was there for 8 months. I got used to it quite quickly, and I was like, okay, this is just how life is out here in Florida. I can deal with it. So, yeah. But yeah, it was interesting. Oh yeah, we're more chill over here. It's definitely, yeah, because we're a lot more locals. Like, we're a more tight knit community here. Because we don't have, I guess, as many outsiders come in, if that's even what you would say. It's definitely like a local run park, and you know, we get visitors obviously still, but it's not to the extent that Disney World is, which I've always thought is interesting. I would expect more people to come to us, but I guess not, you know. Especially since we are the original. But I mean, yeah, Disney World does have, obviously, like, oh my god, like 10 times the amount of resorts, 2 times the amount of parks, all of that. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. There's obviously a lot more to do over there, but yeah, we're more chill over here. We're a lot nicer. You got 2 cats? Nice. I have none. I'm not a cat person. I am petless. I've been petless for a few years since my dog passed away. And I don't really feel like getting any pets. So, I think that traumatized me for the rest of my life. And I think no more pets for me. Yeah. Well, Disney World is full of the "we are boycotting woke Disney" crowd. Yes. The amount of times we were threatened with that at work was kind of crazy. Like, oh, I came here and you're not giving me this or that or this. Like, we're never going to come back. You guys are this. Like, I've never seen that happen over here at Disneyland, but it happened at Disney World daily while I was working. So, yes, it's definitely full of that crowd. Which is funny because they think that, like, I'm not saying it in a mean way, but, like, it's just like they think that, like, Disney cares if they lose just your business. No, they don't care if they lose your business. You're just like one person, you know, or one family. It gets worse when it's like a lot. So, I don't know. Lots of people that were really entitled, I guess. Get a fish? No. Fish scare me. I don't know what happened, but I'm afraid of gills. Like, gills gross me out. I can't. Gills disgust me. That's why I don't go to aquariums anymore. I don't want to see fish. Fish just gross me out. And it's weird because I wanted to be a marine biologist. Like, I used to surf. Now I don't do any of it because fish scare me. Well, fish don't scare me. Their gills scare me. Something about gills grosses me out. Just so you guys know, I am going to be hopping off at 4:20 to go see the family. So got 3 more minutes, but no fish for me. No fish for me. No, they really think they're doing something, right? But no. They're really not. Disney does not care about just one person. They really don't. 4:20. I know. I knew as soon as I said it, I was like, oh God, that is such a coincidence, isn't it? But we're getting off at that time. It's dark outside in Florida. Yeah. Here though, it looks, I always say it whenever my cameras don't focus. I'm on my phone right now, but like, we're in heaven. We're in heaven. Because you can't even see the sky, but it's there. But it looks like we're in heaven. We're not. But, yeah. It is starting to get dark though. It is starting to get dark. Do you guys have any plans for the rest of the day? I know over there on the East Coast it's 7. Over here it's 4 o'clock. So we still got time, but you guys got any plans after I end the stream? I know for me it's seeing the family that I didn't know was gonna be here. Because I didn't know they were gonna be here. I really didn't. Are you really in Disneyland right now? No way. I was supposed to be there today. No way. I'm jealous. I am so jealous. I was supposed to be there today. No. I should pay bills? Gotta get on it, girl. You don't want the late fees. We don't want that for you. I feel like I'm 9 months pregnant. Wow. Everybody congratulate Jacob, apparently. That's crazy. Food babies are a real thing. Food babies are a real thing. Food comas, I know. I suffer. Well, I used to suffer from food comas. I know. No, you're waiting for the Deadpool. I was supposed to be there today. Well, have fun. Enjoy the Deadpool show. I saw it last year. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. So it's really fun. So enjoy the Deadpool show and have fun at DCA. Make sure you write Spider-Man for me, okay? Write Spider-Man for me. Alright guys, it is indeed 4:20. I am gonna have to go with my familia. But happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys who do celebrate. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining me. And now that I know that live streaming works for us, I will definitely be back doing more live streams soon. So until then, thanks for joining me, you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.